In Joshua chapter 9, we come across a number of kings, the Hittites, Jebusites, Hivites, planning a plot against Joshua and Israel. So when the Gibeonites heard about the plot that these kings want to fight against Israel, they didn't want to have anything to do with that. So they then crafted a plot, they crafted a plan to come and pretend to be ambassadors, to come and pretend to be people from afar, to come and pretend to be people who just want a treaty with the Israelites. And guess what? They came, they presented their case, and they pretended to be people from afar, and they asked to not to be involved in the plans of the other kings to fight against Israel. They asked for protection from Israel, and Israel gave them that protection, and Israel made an oath with them not to destroy them. And then verse 14 then says, Israel took their provisions, but they did not inquire from the Lord. They did not inquire from the Lord about all of this, about the Gibeonites and about their story. And it came to pass that after 3 days, they discovered that the Gibeonites were their neighbors. The Gibeonites lived nearby. They lived near them. And well, it was too late for them to go against their word, because there were people who were supposed to fulfill their oath, since an oath had been made between the Gibeonites and the Israelites. Then what they then decided was to make them their slaves. But what I want to tell you today is there are things that you might want to do in your life. There are people whom you'd want to plan your life with, or whom you'd want to do business with, or whom you'd want to do some dealings with. What I'd advise you to do is inquire first from the Lord. When you inquire from the Lord will reveal whether these people are true. The Lord will reveal whether your plans will come to fruition or your plans will not be fruitful. So inquire from the Lord before setting out to decide, before setting out to bring things in your life. Because whenever you do not inquire from the Lord and do your things on your own, I've discovered if I do that myself in my life, things do not end well. Things end up disastrous. I end up in peril. I end up in heartache. I end up in heartbreak. I end up in stress. I end up in stress that I could have avoided by inquiring from the Lord. So what you need to do right now is inquire from the Lord. Ask from the Lord if what you want to do is right with the Lord. If what you want to do is in the will of the Lord, and avoid a lot of heartbreak, and avoid a lot of heartache, and avoid a lot of detours, and avoid a lot of disasters. There's some disasters that we really do not need to experience if we seek the Lord and if we do things according to the ways of the Lord. So inquire from the Lord before setting out to decide, before planning, before deciding to do something, before going through with other things. Inquire from the Lord.